I do think social media plays a huge part in this. And as an individual creative and as a business, it's very, very different. I think as an individual creative, of course, you want to showcase the work that you're doing. And social media is a great way to do that. It's a great way to get the likes and to get the views and to have people engage with your content. When it comes to the B2B side of things, I have a very different take on it, because we have a very targeted audience as a B2B publication. So if you are trying to sell your products or promote your products, that's where being aligned with a B2B publication is much better, because are the people that are buying your products on social media, are they the ones that are watching the social media from the big companies and saying, well, that's how we're then going to base our purchasing power on a social media video? Personally, I'm not 100% sure. I think it does go a long way into supporting it, yes. But I don't think that that's where our industry is at. So for us, promoting our content is great, but we don't write our content for the fans. We don't write our content for the artists. We write it for the commercial industry, for the business industry. And that for us is where newsletters and the print magazines, that's where our strengths lie, is sending that out to our subscribers, sending that out to our distribution network as well. They're very, very different. And I think, again, it comes back to that digital print scenario. They have to go hand in hand. They have to support each other. You have to be where people are and where they're engaging with content. But when it comes specifically to the commercial side of the business, and that is, why do people advertise? What are they hoping to gain? Eventually, it's lead generation. You know, we could go on for days about ROI, and it's one of the buzzwords. Well, what's the return on investment? My answer to that always is return on investment is subjective. What does return on investment mean to you? Does it mean lead generation? Does it mean eyes on the content? Does it mean sales? It's a different thing to every person that we speak to. So you have to go where people are, but you also need to understand what you're wanting to get out of it. And I think sometimes you can be a bit guilty of churning out content just to churn out content, and you lose well, who are we doing this for and why are we doing it, and who are we hoping to engage with at the end of it? Having huge numbers and huge followers is great, but if they're not the right people, then you're not hitting the right mark anyway. That's my take on it.
No, it's interesting, because we did some stuff internally, and you looked at the amount of followers, and we shouted about the amount of followers, and I go, well, that's great. And then personally, I think, well, my parents both follow the brand I work for at this moment in time, but they're never going to go and buy a light. So what good is that follower? You know, I mean, they look out for stuff and all that, but yeah, you've got to target it right. And you're putting money to you as a magazine. It must be hard to send, because what are you as a brand expecting back for that?
Absolutely.
I can't get a sales lead from a paper magazine or print magazine. I can't get a sales lead from that, but I know I need to do that. It's hard to not justify it, because you do it, but do you know what I mean? It's a difficult place to be, because it's not it's not like I can click on something on Instagram, follow email, track that through and go, that came from that lead. There we go. I can't do that.
Yeah. And that's certainly not how we sell it either. And that's why I always find the conversation around ROI really, really important. But with marketing, with advertising, comes the brand recognition. It comes the repetition. It comes even if from an advert, you have someone that stops and goes, didn't know they did that. Or, that's interesting. They've launched a new product. That might not cause them to call up the phone straight away and say, I want to order 100 of these fixtures. But in a year's time or in 6 months' time, they might be thinking, well, I want to specify for X tour or X project. And it's that recognition of seeing the advert, seeing the brand multiple times over that does help. And that in itself is a level of ROI. The other side of that is also being connected to a global publication, and a publication that a lot of people read, a lot of people respect, and there's an element of that to it as well. So again, it's different takes that you can, well, take away from it, really.